Listen up.
It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers rode the subway in New York City. They were about to play the Knicks.
I seen that.
We know how that turned out. But why were these guys on the subway? They actually recorded everything, and people recorded them as well. And for LeBron, this was his first time on the train. Here's what he said.
On our way back from shoot around, decided to take a different transportation this time. Where we at, Kyle?
On the train, we had two options. 45-minute bus ride.
45-minute bus ride.
6-minute train.
Or a 6-minute train ride.
That's what I'm talking about.
We decided to hop on the train with the squad. Hey Channing, what's up? I don't know this dude right here. He tripping.
I'm glad you enjoyed the train ride, LeBron James.
But that makes sense. I'd rather go 6 minutes on the train. Now, you know, Envy.
Yeah, you'll take a train in a minute.
You know I'll take the train in a heartbeat.
But
It's
isn't that
so
like-
much faster.
But isn't that such a liability for a multi-million-dollar team to get on a train in New York City?
Why?
What do you mean, why? All kind of stuff can happen on the train.
Everybody takes the train in New York.
All kind of stuff can happen on that bus.
Well, I'd rather it happen on the bus than on the train. At least I know the bus is insured. Okay?
It's because Charlamagne doesn't take the train. I
Neither
take the
does
train
Envy.
all the time.
And no, I don't take the train. And neither does LeBron, by the way.
Well, he just
LeBron
did.
said that was the second time he took
I
the
don't
train
think
in his
there's
life.
anything wrong with that. Is a 5-6 minute train ride as
I'm scared
opposed
of the
to
train.
45 minutes?
I don't do the train either unless I have to, and I'm like you. I'm nervous.
Well, I'll be on the train today right after work. Going to where I got to go is going to take 10 minutes as opposed to an hour, and I won't have to pay $70 for parking.
And I'm going to tell you what else. I got into a dumb argument with our cameraman, Steve, who happens to be a white man. Started arguing with me this morning about who's more famous, LeBron James or Keanu Reeves. I don't even know why we started talking about Keanu
I don't know
Reeves.
why you guys did either.
I don't know.
But I'm
Why?
going to finish my rumor report, okay? All right.
Who do you think more famous, LeBron or Keanu Reeves?
LeBron.
I know.
All right, now Tyrese is planning to represent himself in court. Apparently,
Goodness gracious.
his lawyer, Terry Levitch Ross, is no longer representing him because he filed for a substitution of attorney. Now, by the way, Tyrese is due in court today. So he previously was on his Facebook Live, and he had this to say about just black men and going to court and everything.
This is my silent protest for all of the fathers that are in jail. Just sitting in a f***ing cage.
He's crying again?
F***ing rotting. You got pictures of your kids up on the wall.
This is not
You didn't do nothing. And there's some other man around your kids right now that's raising your kids in a way that you would never raise them. But you're not there and you can't do
Could somebody please teach Tyrese the definition of silent?
Well, this is from
Please.
a couple of days ago, but this is just him. He's wearing, he says, Chucks to court because he wants to represent and do a silent protest for all the other
That
men
ain't nothing
that can't
silent about
afford
Tyrese.
What?
He's
good
loud.
shoes.
This is not the same crying as before. This is a new one?
This is from a couple of days ago.
I missed this one.
Yeah.
So listen, here's the thing, right? Didn't they say that Tyrese had two chances to be with his daughter?
Yes, so they're investigating. Now, that investigation into allegations of child abuse has been dropped, but he's also accused of having skipped court-approved visits with his daughter. So we'll see what happens in court today.
So what's all this crying about then? Like, you're saying you can't see it, but they allowed you two chances to see it and you didn't go see it. What's the issue?
I don't know.
I'm
But let's talk
confused.
about kids. Joe Jackson gave his grandson Blanket a very happy birthday wish. He went and shared a video on his Twitter account. It's a little confusing, but here is what Joe Jackson had to say. And mind you, he's 89 years old, okay? So his grandson Blanket is now 15.
Now I understand why your father had you wear masks all the time, because news people was bothering you so much, and so they try to disguise you as much as possible. But I know what you mean, man. But I want you to stay healthy and stay off those bikes too, you know. But anyway, tell all your brothers I said hello and stay clean and healthy. And see a lot of movies if you can, good movies, of course. And be like me, be tough, though, be tough in a good way. And above all, I love you all. You take care, man.
All right. That was his very happy birthday. He told him
You put a comma after every word.
He said, I understand why your father had you wear masks all the time because people was bothering him so much.
I understand why your father had made you wear a mask all the time, because you're ugly. Imagine.
He didn't say
He
that.
didn't say that. He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor report.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in.